We asked on Twitter at DCTF who were your winners and losers, and we got a few different responses. Our friend Mike England out in Abilene, I believe. Yes, Mike England said that winner was Amarillo Tascosa and loser was Abilene High. Now, his idea is that Tascosa could have been put in a lot of different places, and they end up getting put in with this district. He says that Abilene High is a loser. I disagree. I think that Abilene High got a nice draw. Yes, the travel is a little tough. Obviously, Abilene dropping down to Class 5A. I think that their draw is actually. I'm sorry, they're staying in 6A, but they're not lumped in with the Little Southwest Conference. Instead, they're going east to the Metroplex. And yes, there's a bit of a draw. There's a bit of a drive there. There is absolutely. I don't think there's any question about that. But I disagree. I think Abilene's draw is very favorable because they got I think they've got a very manageable district with the Keller schools, with Haltom, with Weatherford. I think that it's a very manageable district. Elsewhere on Twitter, make sure you get involved in the conversation at DCTF Live. Patsy E. Smith tells us that Rogers is a loser. Small 3A school that's traveling 167 miles to Comfort. Absolutely.
It's a fair point.
And beyond that, it's not just the travel. That is a tough district as well. You're talking about Rogers in there. You're talking about Lexington. You're talking about Comfort. You're talking about Blanco, who always has an outstanding defense. That's a tough district to begin with. Yeah, so now you're lumping Rogers and Comfort in together. It's a long distance, not to mention a lot of quality squads in there. And finally, on Twitter, Kenny Anderson out of Cold Spring says that, of course, Cold Spring Oakhurst is a winner. And I think so.
I think so, too.
I think overall they did well. But Cleveland ISD now gets, he says, is a loser. They get lumped in with Navasota. I think that's absolutely right. Now, what does Navasota look like without Shelton Epler and Trent Dixon?
Yeah.
We don't know. They usually they don't have down years.
No, Coach Fedora will have them ready.
He will have them ready. But I do think that Cleveland ISD getting lumped in with Navasota, not particularly fun. So that is those are my winners and losers. Who are your winners and losers from UIL Realignment? Let us know. #DCTF Live.